49ers helmet update. We have some significant injury roster news. They've moved defensive end Drake Jackson from the PUP, the physically unable to perform list, to the injured reserve / PUP list, which means that his 2024 season is over. To recap, Drake Jackson hurt his knee last season. He had surgery in January, so he was placed on PUP to begin training camp. So this did not happen during training camp. He's been hurt, he's been rehabbing, but the 49ers have come to the conclusion that he's not going to be ready in time for this 2024 season. So they have shut him down for the whole year. Why'd they do it right now? Well, they needed a couple roster spots. This opened up one of the roster spots for them to officially sign Tracy Walker, the safety, the veteran safety formerly of the Detroit Lions. So too bad with Drake Jackson, who they drafted in that second round. Saw him a little bit down the stretch, especially in 2022. Obviously saw him early in 2023. He had 3 sacks to open the season against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But then the knee injury happened, and then this nightmare of a recovery process has happened. No real further details as to why this is taking so long for Drake Jackson, but that is the latest. We will not see him out on the field in 2024. Practice today. This is a little bit of 49ers camp intel, analysis, all that you need. There was a little bit of a fight in practice today. With Colton McKivitz, right tackle, and Jalen Graham, second-year linebacker. A little shoving going on. A lot of players out today, like injuries, vet days, all that good stuff. Hold-ins, of course. So Fred Warner was one of the guys that was out. He's got a minor foot issue. He should be back soon. He was watching from the weight room right outside the door. He was talking a lot of shit. Fred Warner was out there letting himself be heard, and he started hooting and hollering there during the fight, during the little back and forth between Colton McKivitz and Jalen Graham. Then they were running red zone, and during that red zone period, Fred Warner was talking his crap to the offense, and the 49ers managed to score anyway with Jordan Mason. So George Kittle taunted Fred Warner as he was jogging off the field a little bit. It was all good-natured fun. Nice competitive 49ers practice, despite the fact that they might have up to 14 receivers on the 90-man roster, depending on who they cut or move to IR to make room for Chosen Anderson, Robbie Chosen Anderson, formerly known as Robbie Anderson. And despite the fact that they have 14 on the 90-man, about half that amount, I think about 8, practiced today between all the vet days and the holdouts. However, some receivers did make nice plays, like Jawan Jennings. I talked about the excellent Brock Purdy throw in instant reaction. Trent Taylor had himself another good day. He scored a touchdown for the 49ers late. So I thought it was a testament to how good Brock Purdy is, the fact that he was able to make it work with a receiving group that didn't even have Chris Conley out there. So Brandon Ayuk is obviously the first-string, top-level X on this team, on this roster. And we'll talk a lot more about the hard line that the 49ers are taking in those negotiations, as they should. They need to stand on business in these negotiations. I didn't expect any less of the organization. They've run these kind of things rationally in the past. They're acting rationally now. They're making sure they're not going to give Brandon Ayuk away for a bag of chips, but obviously he's not participating right now in these practices. So Brandon Ayuk has been relieved at the X position by Chris Conley, and Chris Conley had the vet day today. So even without your top 2 X wide receivers, the 49ers were managing to make some nice plays in the pass game. I could go through the guys that missed today. Deebo Samuel, vet day. Deommodore Lenoir, vet day. Charvarius Ward, vet day. Danny Gray out with a shoulder. Ricky Pearsall out with a shoulder injury. Chris Conley, vet day for the 49ers. Isaac Yiadom, I believe it's an ankle, but the cornerback is out. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't have it in my notes. Christian McCaffrey, calf strain. Elijah Mitchell, hamstring strain. Darrell Luter Jr. is working off on the side. He's got his uniform, but not a full participant in practice. Patrick Taylor Jr. out, unsure of the injury. Demetrius Flannigan-Fowles out. He's been out for a couple days with an injury. Logan Thomas, tight end, hamstring. He's on his way back, though. Shouldn't be too long for Logan Thomas. Isaac Guerrero with the hamstring. I think he's doing better. He walked out to go watch the end of practice today in front of us. Fred Warner, obviously, talking his crap there from the weight room. John Feliciano, I'm guessing the knee might have flared up for him again. Spencer Burford out with the broken hand. Sam O, the defensive end out, and Jordan Elliott, the defensive tackle, also out. Those two guys are dealing with something that has not been disclosed yet. So that's the full list of 49ers players that missed today's practice, and also Trent Williams wasn't there. The hold out for Trent Williams continues. It's given a chance to some younger guys. Renardo Green has had a few pass breakups the past 2 days. I think he plays a lot bigger than his weight. Kind of the anti-Embry Thomas in that way. You know, Embry Thomas has played a little light, a little timid. You wanted him to be stronger at the catch point with some of these guys. I was worried about the same thing with Renardo Green coming out of Florida State, because the NFL level's a little bit tougher. You're going up against bigger, stronger players. That had not been the issue. I mean, he's gone chest to chest with Jawan Jennings multiple times now, and more pass breakups for him today. They're playing, and he's getting first-team action now with, you know, all these vet days they had with Ward and Deommodore Lenoir out, and with Isaac Yiadom out. They're running an entirely second-string secondary with the one. So Renardo kind of playing the Deommodore Lenoir role. Renardo's playing inside at the nickelback position. Embry Thomas is coming in to play outside cornerback in those situations, and then Renardo Green in base situations was out on the outside. Deommodore Lenoir is entering the final year of his contract. If the 49ers are unable to retain him, I think that they're grooming Renardo Green to be able to take that job, the inside-out versatile DB job. It's something that's been in the works ever since he came out of Florida State a few months ago. Purdy today, I talked about him in the instant reaction, so I'm not going to go as heavy on Purdy here, but nice throws to George Kittle and Kyle Juszczyk today. Juszczyk, they're, you know, not many fullbacks, period, around the league, but talk about a fullback that can get open against a cornerback. That's what he did today. Out pattern against Embry Thomas, Kyle Juszczyk generated enough separation for a catch from Brock Purdy. I think that's extremely impressive. Malik Mustafa almost picked off Josh Dobbs today, and would have been a pick six because he had green grass in front of him, but he was unable to hold on to the football. A near interception for the 49ers safety, who was playing some good football. So that was practice today. I think that it was a nice competitive session, and the competition bled across the lines on the field. A lot of interested observers from the weight room, and Fred Warner made sure to stay involved. Next up for the 49ers, you've got a game in Tennessee, preseason opener on Saturday night. The team is going to fly tomorrow to Nashville. I'm going to fly tonight. I'm going to take the red eye. I sacrifice a lot of things for you guys. The red eye is going to happen because I don't want to miss potential news if it does break for the 49ers, but also because we're hosting the meetup, the Lombardi Lounge meetup at the Omni Hotel in Nashville, 5 o'clock Nashville time, 5 to 7. Drop by. The Bar Lines Bar inside the Omni Hotel right off Broadway is where the Lombardi Lounge meetup tomorrow is, Friday, whatever date that is too. Whatever tomorrow is, Friday before the game, 49ers and the Titans. So that's going to happen next. Then the 49ers play. Then they're back here for practice at the facility on Monday. We'll talk to everybody soon.